Welcome back to the Beer Belly Ballers podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Danny, and tonight I'm joined by Jay, Smeed, and A1. How are we? We all good?
Very well.
Very well. Nice to have you back, Jay.
Excited to be back. I feel like it's been ages.
It's been a while,
since
hasn't
I've been on.
Have you, you won't know because the new episode's not out, but the leaderboard's changed.
Yeah, I've been informed that I'm currently in pants position.
You are in Paddy Power
You've
pants.
st-
position.
I have missed 2 weeks though, so
Yeah, and we have still got the rest of the Euros to get through.
yeah,
so
we've got this.
time.
There's only been another couple of episodes.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
The
Two,
fi-
it's
the
2
final-
weeks Sunday.
Yeah,
the final is. So.
I'm up for it now. Like, I'm not losing.
I'm
a
scared.
straight dogfight at the
I'm scared,
bottom.
man.
I'm all for it.
Right, well, it's your episode, isn't it? So
It is my episode, and first things first, beer time.
It's beer time.
So I've gone to the best place for alcohol again, Home Bargains.
Ooh.
This can cost me 85p, and it's a
That sounds
vanilla cream ale, and I picked it
Ooh.
because the branding was so bad. It's a pickup truck with a vanilla on the back
vanilla cream ale.
from Tailgate Brewery. It's 4%.
Is it American by any chance?
I actually don't know. You'll have
I
to-
mean,
I don't think this is going to be nice.
Tailgate Brewery suggests it's an American.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
But
pickup truck on the
I
back.
really like vanilla, but then I've never really had it in a lager, or an
In
ale,
that-
so fuck knows what it's going to be like.
I've had it in a. I don't know what colour that's going to come out.
I
Because I've
think
had
it
it
is just-
in like a stout. You have like a vanilla milkshake.
yeah.
But,
That's like piss.
Do you mean it's just like lager?
But yeah,
Nah,
I know,
it looked
but
more
like,
yellow.
I was expecting a dark beer. Even
Nah. So
I reckon it's going to be nice.
I think
fair,
that's
though.
what I
be
said. It's either going to be a
surprised.
world deal, or it's
Nah.
going to be vile.
I think
Mate,
it's
it's
not going to be
85p
nice.
from Hobong. It's about 3 years out of
Yeah, but
date.
that's
It's
for-
not
that's
going to
for
be
A
good.
little can though.
There's a bit left vanilla
Yeah,
in some seconds.
Give
Right.
it-
Don't really
Are we ready?
smell very vanilla-y.
Doesn't smell great, actually.
No, it smells kind of
yeah.
horrible.
Doesn't taste great. I'm not getting vanilla from that.
No,
Oh.
I'm not really getting any vanilla.
It just tastes a bit like
How I imagine piss to taste, to be honest.
nah.
You wouldn't imagine it. You know that's what piss tastes like, right?
Piss drinker.
It's,
Nah,
it's not
But you
that
know,
distinct.
it's not awful.
It
It's
doesn't taste great.
I
It's
don't
not
get-
amazing,
But there's
it's
not
just-
really any sweetness either from
No.
the vanilla. It's
No.
almost kind of soury. I'm
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
It's a bit misleading, isn't it?
False advertising.
I did mouthwash before I came out, so
It don't taste that dissimilar
No.
to mouthwash.
I've just had chewing gum in as well.
it is brewed in
I had
Nashville.
Pringles.
Nashville, so it is
Nashville.
America.
Yeah, it doesn't travel well. Better tastes
No.
way better in Nashville.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
Exactly like
don't-
Guinness.
I don't hate it. I don't like it.
Nah, it's not. It's not awful, but I think it's.
I wouldn't drink it.
What you saying? Like the worst
Very
tier
mid.
or just average
Very
tier?
mid.
I think
yeah.
very
I
mid.
think bottom of mid.
It's like
Mm.
It's near the bottom of mid,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
not awful. No.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd rather drink brown sauce beer than that.
Nah, brown sauce. That's above brown sauce beer.
I didn't like the brown
100%.
sauce beer.
I quite like the brown sauce beer.
brown
I think I've just got fond memories because it's. I don't know.
It's just brown
just
sauce.
brown sauce.
Yeah. The table has had a bit of a
Daddy.
rejig from because that was indecent, but it had to get
Oh, yeah,
moved to
I've-
vile
Yeah.
because we've had so many beers now. That second to bottom was just getting absolutely filled. So I was
Filled
like,
up.
had
Yeah,
to
to-
process
yeah,
elimination.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sound. So
That's
a
right.
bit of an underwhelming start with the beer, but hopefully you've brought your footballing brains with you.
Doubt it.
My bra-
Highly doubt it.
My brain's not here
Nah,
today.
to be fair, like this isn't
Can't
that,
lose what you didn't have.
Oi.
this isn't that hard of an episode, so I expect you all to have
God.
strong teams. 5-a-sides again,
Mm.
but we are doing worst transfers in history.
Ooh. You know what? I very nearly went for that as my episode last week.
That's I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's so many players to choose from.
Yeah.
We'll go standard format: one goalkeeper, one defender, two mids, and a striker.
Yeah.
I haven't thought of a way to sort of pick out who's
starts?
going to go first, but I think you should kind of start us off, Jay, as you've had a bit of time off.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
I'd rather,
and-
Goalkeeper's hard.
I'd rather be last.
okay, you can go last then.
Nice. Then I get first
What?
pick. On, then I get
Smeed-
first pick on a midfielder.
Yeah,
Like, that's better, isn't it?
Smeed can go first.
don't-
I do think goalkeeper is the hardest position because there's only a handful that when I was having a look earlier at lunchtime that I could think of like, yeah, they did flop.
Yeah.
I think that is quite a tricky one actually with the keeper.
And as well, basically, like a flop can't. It's not always just a high price tag. It's got to be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
bit of performance.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Could be a bit of both,
underachieving,
maybe.
basically.
Yeah.
There's one name which came into my head straight away.
For goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I've got
it's
one
the most
in mind.
obvious one.
Oh, obvious goalkeeper flops.
So I can't think.
I can think of one, but
Yeah, it's like one notorious, relatively recent.
Should I just go first?
This is really poor from you.
Yeah.
Come on, Smooth.
he has left
I've
his
got
football
one in my
brain
name, but like I
One
feel
in your
it's
name?
I'm in one in my head, but I feel it's,
One in the chamber.
it's unfair to judge him because it's only been a season.
Go on.
Let's just pick him.
Onana.
Oh, no,
At United.
Yeah, he hasn't been great, has he?
No.
it's not been great, but yeah.
I don't
once
think he's a
got-
bad keeper though. But that's not the criteria, is it? But
for a flop for a
how much
transfer.
did they sign him for?
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
Well, anyone who goes to United goes for a lot, doesn't they? It's just
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
I
of
can think of
course.
a couple actually.
I think you'll
Oh.
find in this list we'll have quite a few United players.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You go like an Onana
massive
there.
Yeah,
I
defenders, like-
think so. I can't think of anybody else.
So, I was torn between two. The one I'm going to go for is Kepa Arrizabalaga, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because wasn't
yeah.
he at the time the most expensive goalkeeper?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
like
was like
70,
80
72
80
mil,
70, 80 mil, something like
it's
that.
which is
yeah.
just crazy for a keeper anyway.
Yeah, and he was pretty piss poor.
Yeah, he couldn't start over Mendy because they brought him
Yeah.
in just after, and
Yeah.
Then Mendy was really good for like a season and then just
just
absolutely
disappeared.
fell off.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't even realise Kepa was at Real this season.
yeah.
Like,
Kepa, there was that infamous moment in the Carabao Cup final when Sarri was manager of Chelsea, and do you remember when he refused to be subbed off?
Yeah.
Because they had Caballero on the bench, I believe, who was a better shot
Yes,
stopper,
yeah,
penalty
Penalty
saver,
yeah.
and it was going to go to penalties, and he flat out refused. Sarri threw a massive tantrum,
Threw his
walked off
back to
down
sigs
the
at him.
tunnel, walked off down the tunnel, and then came back because he was like, "Oh shit, I've got to manage him."
yeah, that is poor.
But I don't. What's like? How does that work? Like, if
Well-
your player just outright refuses to take them off, do they stay on? Or
Yeah, it must be.
Well,
Because
you
what-
can't you manhandle them
I
off
thought
the
as soon
pitch.
as the ball goes up, like
They've
that's
got-
the sub. It's got to
I
happen.
thought so, but maybe the board hadn't gone up yet. He'd just been told, and Kepa was like,
Nah.
"Nah, I'm not coming off."
No.
Yeah, it
A
was bit
goalkeeper's
of a
quite
weird
distinctive. Like if you see someone like warming up in a goalkeeper kit, you know the
Yeah,
goalkeeper's
yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
because I think in theory, like the ref could just like, well, no, we're not carrying on until you get off the pitch.
what if then it's a stalemate? You could be there for days. He's like, no, I ain't fucking
no,
leaving.
could send him
I
off.
ain't
Tyler
fucking
Wills.
leaving.
Send him off. Yeah,
Probably just set him off.
Yeah, true.
yeah, because true. Because if you take too much time walking off the pitch when you've been subbed off,
You
you
get
get
yellow.
bullied.
Yeah.
Jay, sure go, mate.
Whoa. I mean, I don't think he ever came with a big price tag, but he was just in dog shit. Was Carrius.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like he was never promised to be the next big thing or anything, but he really
to
not
play
had a
to
good
play
time.
for a team like Liverpool.
Yeah, to go
one
to
of
a
the
team like
biggest-
Liverpool,
one
you
of the
think,
biggest
yeah.
teams in the world. Realistically, most goalkeepers that have played there before have
Yeah.
been to a Champions League standard.
And as well, you've probably got the best centre back in front of you as well.
Yeah.
To keep making those howlers when you're probably not even facing that many chances because you've got the
Yeah.
best centre back in the world right in front of you. It's a bit shit, isn't it?
I don't think anyone's had such a bad performance in such a high profile game.
Yeah.
When he
Was
made
awful.
two
Made two
Howlers,
Howlers.
absolute
the
howlers.
thing is, though, the
Champions League
first one was
final.
so early. It's like, how do
Yeah.
you get over that, man?
yeah.
I'll tell you the only other name. I had two of them three. The only other name which I'd written down was Joe Hart after he left City.
To Torino.
To
That was
Torino.
the one I originally thought of, and then
Yeah.
I remembered Kepa. But yeah, Hart to Torino was a flop.
Because Joe Hart genuinely was one of the best keepers in the Premier League for a
Yeah, he
decent
was for a
amount of
long
I
time.
think he was a bit hard done by.
Yeah,
I felt sorry for
yeah,
him.
he
I
just
think
fell out
that-
with Pep, and it basically
Yeah.
ruined his
And
career.
as well, when you're in that situation at City, like you are so replaceable, whoever
Yeah.
you are.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Definitely.
yeah, it's wild. So that brings us on to defenders. And
Can I
yours-
start on defenders again since I had such a hard one with goalkeepers?
No,
No,
just
you,
stop
you get
crying.
to
you
start
big
doing it in a
baby.
row. You can
Goalkeepers-
fuck off.
Smeed, you should
Get out of here.
get practicing, mate.
Okay.
Defender. There's been quite a few shit defender transfers. I think there's one that pops into everyone's mind.
Yeah.
But
But I don't
I don't think
it's
it's a
that
bad one.
bad.
Yeah.
I don't think
When
he's
you,
a
when,
flop.
you, when you kind of consider the amount of time spent
Yeah.
at the club as well, I always think a lot of these transfers, which are flop, they're there for 1-2 seasons because they just get pushed out straight
Yeah.
away.
the one we're all thinking of has been there for a few years now, and he's been made a bit.
He's a good,
bit of a scapegoat.
Really good player, but wow.
So I'm gonna go for. I'm struggling to think. So the only other name I got in my head was Mark Cucurella from Brighton to Chelsea.
Yeah,
because he was like
that's
40,
a banging
50
shout.
mil.
It was more that wasn't he like 60 million quid or something daft?
I lose track of how
was-
much Chelsea pay for people
From
because it's
Brighton,
absolutely
specifically.
insane.
And he was good at Brighton, and then shit at Chelsea.
Yeah, he's a
Mate,
flop. He's had a
mate,
big price tag.
Yeah.
He's saying that though. He still gets into the Spain squad, but
Yeah,
He's paid quite well for Spain.
he's
isn't
not
he?
that bad
Yeah.
for Spain. It's just for Chelsea. It's just shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's probably a reflection on, what
Yeah,
I mean, like
yeah.
the rest of the team and the manager and everything, rather than him as a player.
It's a club in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You next, Jay.
I might just have to go for him,
Cop out.
even though but I don't agree with it though.
Yeah. It's the one everyone thinks of when you think defender flop, but I don't think he is a flop.
Transfer. I think he was the most expensive defender at the time.
And I'm picking Harry Maguire. I am.
Yeah.
Because what was it, like
80 mil.
89 million quid or something daft? Like
It's a
for
big
that price tag, you should
yeah.
be the best defender in the world, and
Virgil
he's
van
not
Dijk
even been.
was like half the price, was a bit saft.
Nah, he
Nah,
wasn't half.
Van
Van
Dijk
Dijk was
was
69 million quid.
Yeah,
or
he was
something.
70. Yeah.
Which, but,
Yeah, but
like,
I think,
when
yeah.
you're playing for the best defender in the world, 70 million is not a bad price, and the club captain, and he's been there for years.
Yeah.
Well, we should say the same about Maguire, but he's never. That is like a proper world class price tag,
Yeah,
and he's never been
Yeah.
at that level.
No.
He's
And
never been worth
I've always
his money,
felt
has he?
sorry for him because players can't control their price tags.
no,
No.
yeah.
No,
So
no, no.
that was
And he
Man
gets
United's
slapped a bit.
fault
A lot of
for
people-
overpaying.
Which I think
reckon-
they've done so many fucking times.
Oh,
like,
so
so
many
many
They're
times.
terrible for it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people say, don't they, that Man United transfer kind of ruined like price ranges for players
Yeah.
because it was so overvalued.
Astronomical.
Yeah.
But al-
And now,
also,
you
like,
get like an average player going for like 40 million.
Yeah.
But 40 million is essentially a new 15 million from
Yeah.
about 5 years
Yeah.
ago. It's insane.
It's ridiculous.
yeah, if you look at the football price index or whatever it is that does the inflation, it's like the graph's fucking like.
Yeah, just
I mean, like
spikes.
you have
yeah.
a look at like the rumours because obviously we're in the summer window now. I'm seeing some names getting thrown about with like these price tags. I'm like, how? You're not an established Premier League player,
No.
and you're demanding like 35,
Yeah,
40
but
million.
This is it's all part
It's
of
just
this
the way
PSR
football's gone,
stuff,
though,
isn't
isn't
it?
I know, yeah.
It's all dodgy.
Villa
as
are
fuck.
the guilty dogs in that situation.
Yeah,
I don't blame. Like, if there's a loophole, then jump
But-
through the
No,
loophole. You know
so
what I mean? Like,
apparently for Villa at the moment, they've just got past like the year end or whatever, where like you're only allowed to spend X amount, and they've just about scraped through, meaning they don't get punished for FFP for the new year.
yeah.
So we can now go out and just spend Champions League money.
Yeah.
Which would be quite nice.
Hence all them kids going for like 15 million. They've got literally no
no Premier
senior
League.
appearances.
Yeah, it's wild though.
Like, but the thing is, they're probably all actually good players who probably will get to that level. But it
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
a bit dodgy, isn't it?
it's too early to be going on that.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
You've had enough time to stew now, Smeed.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Maguire's partner in Varane. I think it's a bit unfair, maybe a little bit, but the bloke came from Real Madrid, winning everything, and then he's gone to Man United and just won absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
but
he's
that's
been-
not
he's
his
been-
fault.
He's
this
been
year,
plagued by
actually.
injuries, hasn't really been in form at all.
Yeah, I do kind of get that,
I
but
kind of get. But I think
I
he
dunno.
was a big reason why they won the FA Cup final. To be honest,
Yeah.
he was.
And as
solid.
well,
Yeah,
like,
thank God.
he is coming to the end of his career, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
fairly old.
He's-
Like,
he's
he's
gonna be
not.
off to
He's
Saudi,
past his
isn't he?
prime.
He's
Yeah.
early 30s though. A
Yeah.
defender can go. 30
Yeah, well,
years.
no, but like I think it's different for everyone in it. Like Thiago Silva's still at the top of his game at like 38 or whatever.
Yeah,
But like,
he's retired.
not every. No, he's gone back to Brazil.
Yeah,
he's gone back
I
to
thought he-
Palm.
I thought he was
Flamengo
Palmeiras?
or something like-
Flamengo?
Yeah.
yeah. He's playing with Marcelo, isn't he?
Flamengo,
Uh,
Fluminense or something like
one
that.
of-
I
one
don't
of
know.
them.
Some, beginning with F.
Yeah, that's.
I
Not,
think that's harsh.
I
I think Harry Maguire was harsh, and that was my pick.
Yeah.
But I think.
No, but if there's a name like Varane, you're like.
But
again,
did
you
they even
expect-
pay much for him?
Oh,
Did they
40?
expect him to come and change the fucking scene?
Yeah.
A
40,
player
50
like that
maybe?
has got to change the.
yeah, but they did the same with Casemiro, didn't they? They're just
Yeah.
getting when you
Old Real
Yeah, but it's
Madrid- old
also
Real Madrid
also
players.
part of like the actual football club money making model with like your
you
shirt
think
sales
about
and
the
everything
shirt
as
sales
well.
for Varane. Yeah, it was
It's
a
like-
massive signing. I don't
You know
think
what I
he's
mean?
necessarily been a flop. I think he's underachieved, but I wouldn't have said he's a flop.
Mm.
No, he's a flop, mate.
The
I
one,
think that's a reflection of the team more so than the players. Like Man U, you look at their team and they are actually pretty constantly for like the last 7 or 8 years underachieved
yeah.
for the money they've spent and who they actually have in the team,
Yeah.
like the individuals.
My honourable mention was Fofana at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
went for
I was thinking it from Leicester.
from
Leicester.
Leicester.
Wesley Fofana.
'Cause he
I
was.
swear he's hardly played. He's
He's
just
been
knees
played.
exploding.
Yeah,
constantly.
I think he's had like 2 ACLs or something like that. He's had something where it's like they've both been like season recoveries.
That,
That was like 50 odd 60 mil, wasn't it?
if not
Yeah,
more. wasn't
North. I thought
Was
it was
it?
about 70 mil.
70? Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he was silly
Yeah.
money, man, and he's literally probably played less than 20 games for him.
That's poor.
That is really
yeah.
poor.
And that's kind of a flop when it's not really their fault.
Yeah, it's
rather than
not-
underachieving.
Yeah.
But I do
Mm.
think like as a transfer flop from being on like a Chelsea board, you would look back and go,
Yeah,
That
from
hasn't
the
worked
club's
out.
point of view, you'd say
Yeah.
yeah,
it's up there a bit.
yeah.
But you can never predict the injuries, can you?
no, of course,
Especially
No,
with a
no.
player like he's quite young, isn't he? Still early 20s.
not. Oh yeah,
So like,
he's still got his whole career.
if you're
but
looking
then
at
when you
yeah,
have
if you're
two-
looking at
He's got
buying
his best
someone,
years
yeah.
ahead of him, yeah.
But if you're looking at buying someone who's like in their late 20s, you can look at their injury record. But if you're only having someone who's been playing professional football for a couple of years,
Yeah.
you don't know what
Yeah.
that
So there is a bit of
what
bad-
is to come.
Bad luck involved in
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
how could they have predicted
No.
that he was going to get that
Exactly.
injury?
Yeah.
No,
That's
Exactly.
what they do a medical for, though. To be fair, they're looking for is an injury. Like
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
their
they look at
cards.
like
But
your
like
running
for some-
form and like
yeah.
how if your knees go inwards when you
Yeah.
jump and stuff like
But
that.
sometimes an ACL can happen to
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
I still think something dodgy goes on with medicals. You know, the amount
Oh,
of
so
times,
definitely.
the amount of time they must like the club must bung them like, here's another 500k like under the table.
Mm.
Just say he's passing because Sasha Kalajdzic is probably the best example. Literally,
oh, God.
just come back from a major injury. First game into the Premier League, he plays
Injured
about
again.
like less than a half, and then he's out for a whole season. It's like
I-
there's
I-
no way that he's
Well,
that's just happened. That's got to be
Nah, I
nursing
think
an
he's
injury.
just been rushed in too fast.
it's happening
Potentially,
with
yeah.
Jared DK, isn't it? Like he's been,
Over and
he's
over
been
again,
injured
man.
so
So
much. I think
frustrating.
he's literally played less than 20 games for us in like 3 years.
3 years. I actually genuinely
Yeah.
think he's a really good player as well. But
He is when he comes on, but the bloke's made of glass, and it's
He
like,
is.
how did this guy pass his medical?
Yeah.
yeah,
There's clearly something wrong there.
Yeah.
100%. Midfield,
Midfielders.
you get the first choice, Jay.
I wanted
You've
the
been-
first choice of midfielder. No, I actually can't think.
Oh, there's so many.
I've
got
So
a few.
many.
There's a lot. I've already
I
made
like-
the thumbnail for this as well, so I'm hoping that these two players.
Hazard to Real Madrid.
yeah, that
That was my
He-
first.
he's in the
I-
thumbnail.
He's like he is the one, isn't he? Like
132 million, I think it was.
Outrageous.
That's
Again, he's one that
shocking.
played under. I think he played under 50 games.
No,
He
no,
played
I
42
think
games?
by the time he finished his career at Real Madrid, he must have played over 50.
Honestly, don't think he did. You know.
I'll have a look now. I said Real
it's
Madrid.
it's not a lot, and then he kept coming. He kept getting injured, and then kept coming back. The season would end, and he'd go on his holidays, and
He
he'd
put
come
on a
back
load of weight,
overweight,
didn't
and
he?
then and it's actually just ridiculous because he was so fucking good.
The
Real
28
Madrid,
time
he
he
played
left.
76 games.
I mean, the 2018 World Cup, when it was like prime Belgium
Yeah.
golden generation. And I felt they were unlucky when they lost the semi-final to France in that World Cup because Hazard just carried. Well, he didn't carry them obviously, but he was a major part of the Belgian team that got to the semi-final, and he was running the show against France. And I think they ended up just getting knocked out like 1-0 or
He's
something
one
like
of
that.
the greatest players of our generation.
Premier
League.
years,
He's one of the
yeah,
most
yeah.
exciting
Like our
players you get to
teenage-
watch in the
Our
Prem.
teenage years, Hazard was just
boy.
filth,
Yeah,
like filth.
So good.
is that goal he scored against West Ham where he just took it past like half the team
yeah.
and scored?
It's kind of crazy when you look back that, like, I always had it made he was at Chelsea for, like, 7 years. It was,
It
like,
was a while though,
I
wasn't it?
don't think it was that long.
I think it was a while.
But, like,
Signed
I
him from
can't remember.
Lille or Nice, one of the two.
I want to say Lille, but I don't actually know.
he
Lille,
played 352 games.
Yeah, that's like 6 seasons minimum.
Is it that long?
Yeah,
How many? 350?
Yeah.
That's seven.
Minimum of
that's
6 seasons.
That's 7 seasons.
Yeah.
50 a season, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, I think he is.
114 million euros,
How many games did he play for Real Madrid?
76.
Jesus Christ, $2 million a game. Just on the transfer fee. And he's getting probably paid 300 grand a week. They've probably paid $3 million a game for him.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. That's poor.
he's not playing at all now, is he? He's like properly retired.
He's retired.
Yeah.
Did he play soccer aid?
Yeah, he did. He did
Yeah,
soccer.
he did. Scored a free kick.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
So I'm not 11.
It's not for them.
I think he's quite entertaining, actually. But
You look like the kind of person that gets tickets for soccer aid.
My auntie used to
through
go.
my lack of real
My
ball
auntie used to
knowledge.
go every year, just because Robbie Williams was playing. She liked to watch him.
Bet she did.
That was actually the only reason she went. I'm gonna pick Danny Drinkwater.
Yeah, good shout.
Great shout.
Obviously, he won the league with Leicester, and then went to Chelsea, and
Yeah.
nobody saw the bloke
When,
again.
when he
I hate
didn't,
Danny
when he didn't
Drinkwater.
have Vardy latching onto his long balls, he was
Yeah.
shite. Like,
Didn't he get his head stamped in outside a club or something? Really bad.
He was in like a fight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something quite bad. That he
I
was
think
like,
he was a bit of a hard nut, you know.
Yeah.
When he went to Villa, he
I think he thought he was a hard nut.
yeah, well, I think he got himself into scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got a funny name as well.
The reason
Drink water.
when he signed for Villa, when we were in the Champ, I was like, okay, this is a half decent squad play. He won a Premier League, and he was quite a big.
Yeah, he was a big part of
player.
that team, yeah.
And after about a handful of training sessions, whatever, he had a scrap with another Villa player, and then basically the manager at the time just went, "You're training with the under-21s. You're not ever going to play a game for this club."
I'm pretty
again."
sure that's what happened to Chelsea. Well, I don't know about a fight, but like, they just made him train with the under-21s there.
I have an attitude problem. I think what you kind of look back is how good Kante was in that
Yeah,
team.
oh, yeah.
Like he basically.
He's been so good this year. He's been like a
has been
standout
quality.
French
It
player as
kind
well.
of jarring
He's
in
got
it.
2 man
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah, it pisses me off that he's
Why
in
is
Saudi.
he in Saudi? He should be like playing.
He could
Well,
play
Well,
anywhere.
he's getting his money. Like I don't blame him.
I should be at fucking Real Madrid or something like
Yeah.
that. He's good enough.
Yeah,
Real Madrid don't need him.
No, but
they've got the next gen, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he'd still do bits.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout though, Danny Drinkwater.
Well,
I think that's a shit shout.
for my first midfield pick, I'm gonna take. You could take him for forward or midfielder, but I'm taking him for midfielder early because I think he's the worst transfer of all time. And that's Anthony.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I think he's the worst bit of
90
business
million?
ever. Oh, I think it was 100, wasn't it?
was it?
It's a lot of
yeah.
money,
It might have been 100
He
million
did go
euros,
for it as
maybe.
and he is.
He's
he-
fucking dog
the,
shit.
The fidget spinner on the
Absolutely.
right side.
And it's like,
I see
Yeah.
that clip at least once a week,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are you doing?
there's one where he tries to do someone and then he accidentally kicks it out for a throw in and then has a go at the line out. It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we all just
Like,
saw you
I
kick
would-
that out. Like,
Did you see
95
in the
billion.
in the FA Cup when he turned around and was all giving it the big one to the Coventry fans when they won on penalties.
yeah, what a
Yeah.
wanker. You've only just
Yeah.
scraped through against a championship team. Why are you giving it the big
No,
one?
but don't you think it's weird that you hate it when he does it, but when Richarlison does it against Marine, I kind of rate it. Not Richarlison. What was his
Richarlison
name?
as well.
The other, he was Vinicius against
yeah,
Marine,
yeah.
and he'd literally like
Yeah,
score a
but-
tap in and then
Oh,
get.
yeah, but didn't he just did like a celebration or something?
Yeah, he
wasn't
was
it?
like to the fans, like
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
Oh,
you're-
I'm not disagreeing. I think Anthony's a terrible player.
Especially
awful
when-
player.
yeah.
And best part of 100 million for him is
Well, and
awful,
isn't he
awful
also got
business.
like a lot of
He's
other
dodgy
stuff
bloke. He's
going
been
on, like
smashing up his
what
wife.
is it?
allegedly.
Yeah, it's like
He's not
yeah.
a good person.
nah.
Doesn't strike me as a nice.
Do you want to
bloke,
know
be
what's
honest.
a bit weird? He's younger than us.
Is he fuck?
Is he really?
He's born in 2000.
Fucking hell.
I had him out. That's vile, isn't it? He's an ugly bastard anyway. Fuck him. Who've you got, Jay?
He listens to this.
Fuck. I think I've got an absolutely banging midfield duo.
Go on.
Coutinho
Yeah.
to
Barca,
Barca.
yeah.
Purely because the sheer amount of money is ridiculous.
Another transfer record, wasn't it?
that wasn't that like 160 million or
140, yeah. I think.
Like, don't get me. I don't think he was ever like particularly bad for Barca, but he was nowhere near what he was at Liverpool when he was there.
No,
at
no.
all.
At Liverpool, mate,
And
he
he
was,
was-
exciting
Yeah.
as well. That Liverpool team was class.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I just think when it's that much money,
135 million euros
so
in
110 million,
2017.
So, like, with inflation, like, that's
Well,
probably
they-
like 180 million compared to
Yeah.
like, today's prices.
they brought Van Dijk and Mane from that money,
And Alisson.
and Alisson.
That's a really good
You-
return on
yeah,
investment.
best
Yeah.
transfers of all time for them for
Yeah.
Liverpool.
They-
Like
they-
that transfer paid for their Champions League pretty much.
Literally.
Yeah, they sold
what I
their
mean?
best player at the time and used the money, and they won the Premier League and the Champions League with it.
It's a good noise. Isn't it?
Fucking love that.
ASMR.
It's so good for the headphones.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't even have to like do it by the microphone. You can still like, hear it properly. For it.
Yeah.
My midfielder or second midfielder, Mudryk.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
just been dog shit this season.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. And he was best part of 100 million as well.
They paid a lot for him.
Yeah,
Well, the thing is, he's on like an 8-year as well. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, but
gotta
the
be-
8-year thing's all to do with the financial fair play, spreading your cost over the years
Yeah.
rather than.
What's funnier
Yeah.
though is they've
You know
got
what I mean?
him for 8 years.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. I don't think anyone else wants him.
no.
I actually thought in the
I
Euros
still
he
think-
might start
Mm.
to perform because like Ukraine, like Zinchenko
They've actually got
usually plays
decent, yeah.
really well, and he's like average.
Yeah,
Chelsea makes some mental signings.
You could make a
When
list
you've got
from
£1 billion
just Chelsea and
spent
Man
in one season.
Chelsea and Man United players. You could just make this team,
yeah. You could do 11v11 of Chelsea flops versus Man United
which is
flops.
mental because City spend so much money.
And they're
It's
all
hard
good.
to think of a flop.
Yeah.
Like
That's
there's
Pep-
probably a
Pep-
handful.
Pep Guardiola, because he's a good coach.
Mangala, he was average.
Joe.
Joe,
Yeah,
yeah,
they-
yeah.
this-
Pre-Pep,
This is
Yeah.
pre-Pep.
Benjamin
Yeah.
Mendy.
yeah. Robinho.
Bakary Sanya.
Nah, Robinho was good. I
Not-
mean,
not
not
at
a good
City.
person, but he was good.
I thought he was shit at City.
He was okay.
I just remember him being quite fun to watch when we were younger.
Yeah, he wasn't absolutely awful.
He was better at AC Milan.
Oh yeah.
I think. Well, he thought he was signing for Man United, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah,
didn't
you know,
realise it was
yeah,
two
I did-
Manchester
He
clubs.
didn't know it was 2 Manchester clubs, so when his agent phoned him up saying,
You want to go to
"You want to come to
Manchester?
Manchester?" He's like, "Oh yeah, buzzing," and then he's like, "I thought we played in red."
Oh,
That's how irrelevant City were before the oil money.
Yeah, prime Joe Hart that was.
It was.
Prime Joe Hart.
You got your second midfielder.
Second midfielder.
There's still so many for
Ooh.
midfield.
There is loads, and yet my mind has gone blank, and I can't think of many. It's been a handful of Chelsea ones. I was thinking Moises Caicedo, but I actually think towards the end of the season he did a
He's
just
been
And
alright.
also,
I think when
what,
you
how many
change,
Just
seasons
enough.
has it been? One.
he's had one season.
when
I
you
think
change
it's
your
hard
team
after
that
one
much
season.
as
Yeah.
well, like it's,
And
you
you've had
need to
3
gel.
managers in a season.
And did you see the screamer he scored on the last day? That alone.
Halfway line.
Yeah.
Mm.
Banger.
So Caicedo was a name that popped into my mind, but I'm not going to go for him because I think
I don't
it's
think
too,
he
too
hasn't had
early.
enough time.
Yeah,
no,
it's too early.
I think you've got to go
Yeah.
minimum 2 seasons to be considered a flop.
So therefore, I'm trying to think of big money midfielder signings.
There's so many.
There is a few.
There's. I'm surprised no one said this one because he's in the thumbnail as well.
He's in the
Oh,
thumbnail
God,
as
no
well.
one says he's in the
Okay,
thumbnail.
No,
it's,
I'm-
it's
I'm-
definitely
That
not
means
who
he's
I'm
I'm
thinking of.
shoehorning him in.
Some Villa player.
No, it's not a Villa player. It's another United player.
A midfielder.
Oh, I think I know.
I'd hope you'd know.
Okay. I think
if
I
it-
know who it is.
If it's, but no one else has got to pick a midfielder. so we
Has he
can-
already been mentioned?
If it's Pogba, then I don't think he's a transfer flop particularly.
What? Back to Juventus.
Oh, back to you.
Back to Juve. They
yeah.
Pog
yeah.
back. They paid more money for him to then just go on an instant ban and can't play.
Yeah,
for him.
okay.
That is terrible
Yes.
business.
I thought you meant the original
Oh no
big money, like the 89 million
No,
quid
I don't
to
think
United.
People will argue that he was a flop, but at the end of the day, he still had some unreal moments.
Yeah.
He wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
Did they win the Europa League with him?
Yeah, he won the Europa League with them, but
And League Cup.
I'm talking about Pog back 2 when he went back to Juve. That is terrible business.
That is
It
terrible
does stink,
business.
doesn't it?
So I won't go for him because you've said him. You know the one that came to my mind is a very rogue one. Charlie Adam to Liverpool.
Yeah,
Because he had he was amazing for Blackpool, and then Liverpool signed him. I can't remember who the manager was. Was it like Roy Hodgson who signed him for Liverpool?
It's quite a Roy
Yeah,
Hodgson
it's
player.
a
Yeah,
very Roy
and he
Hodgson
was
side.
absolute shite. And he's just Charlie Adam. I know he then went to Stoke, and he was actually half decent at
Yeah.
Stoke after that. But for
missed
Liverpool, he was wank.
Doesn't Peter Crouch always gone on about Charlie Adams?
He's parched.
Got an
Parched,
absolute-
yeah.
Parched.
And
I'm having Charlie
and
Adam.
he can
hit a
pick-
fly's ass
No,
from.
it's a gnat's cock.
Yeah, that's it. He can hit a gnat's cock from a mile away.
Yeah.
I've got 2 honourable mentions, but I think probably your choices
Okay.
are better.
Can I guess one?
Go on.
Unless you might have him down as a forward.
Okay.
Sancho.
No, I haven't actually got Sancho because
I wouldn't
I
be
think
That's
He-
it.
I think it is, but at the same time, he's gone to
He's gone
back
back
to
to
Dortmund,
He's
and
done well,
he's kind of performing again,
Yeah.
and he's still young,
but he's
so they could still
And
potentially
he's
get
still a
return on
United
him.
player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still a
I
United
don't
player.
think he'll play for you.
yeah, but think not
I think
whilst
not,
at
not
Ten
while
Hag
Ten
is
Hag's
there.
playing,
But
but I
think
don't
they
think
should fuck Ten Hag off, to be honest.
well,
I'm
he's just signed
surprised
a
they
new
haven't.
contract.
I'm
hasn't he?
surprised they haven't.
Has he signed a new
There's not,
contract?
who else?
got another
but
year.
Who would you have out there though?
That's the thing. That the
You know what
choice
I
is
mean?
Poch.
Hasn't he signed?
No,
Pochettino's gone somewhere, hasn't he?
has he?
Yeah.
News to me.
Unpopular opinion potentially, but I'd see how Ipswich do get McKenna in.
Yeah, you can't manage Man United though.
But if he does well with Ipswich after a season in the Premier League, like if
I wouldn't be surprised.
but then they'd have to give McKenna time if and when he gets the job.
That's the problem. No Man United
need
coach really gets that much time. Like
Yeah.
Ten Hag's been probably given the most time out of any manager.
Any of the
since-
recent ones, yeah.
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 Like when you look back at like how many managers have they had since Fergie now?
Well, they had
Moyes,
Moyes,
Van Gaal,
Moyes, Ryan Giggs as interim,
yeah.
Van Gaal, Mourinho,
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Solskjaer, and Ten Hag.
No, there's another one. He's managing a Euros team, but I can't remember his name.
And Carrick was in charge for a while as well, wasn't
Carrick was interim. Oh man, it's gonna do my head in.
he?
Ralph Rangnick.
Ralph
Ralph
Rangnick.
Rangnick. He's now
Oh
at
yeah, and he's
Austria.
doing unreal.
That's
Do
what-
you
yeah,
think
that's-
Austria are really fun to watch? Like they actually look like a really good side. High
Austria
press.
class, man.
Yeah, I'm scared. They're in our
I
side of the.
I still don't want to give
what,
him credit because Cam said on this very podcast that they were going to be the dark horses.
Oh,
So-
fucking
Yeah, I said.
It's Scotland. Out.
that was just idiotic from the get go.
No, I said that they'd get out the group. You said they'd get out the group.
I thought they'd give it a better go than they did.
So tell you what I think look really good this Euros. I know we're going to be off topic.
Go on.
Turkey.
Out of all the
I
teams
think
that have been-
Georgia looked mint last
Georgia
night.
was
Georgia
quality
slapped Portugal. Their keeper as well is class.
Oh my god,
He's
those
u-
saves were
unreal.
unreal.
Georgia got
Yeah,
Valencia goalkeeper, mate.
Ah.
That is genuinely why I put this on because I watched Georgia. Was it last night?
It was
Last
Yeah.
night
Yeah.
against
And I was like,
Portugal.
Mamadashvili, Valencia boy.
Oh yeah, because you're from Valencia, aren't you?
My favourite Spanish team.
Are they?
Yeah.
Dead.
Gary Neville doesn't like him.
Because he's shit.
Right.
We might get on to.
I don't even know whose go it is.
Well, it's
We all want
just
to
Xhaka.
strikers.
We're on to strikers, but I have got a few honourable mentions for midfield.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
that was it.
Does anyone want to
That's very off
guess
topic,
what I've
going
got written
forward.
down?
Are there any more Man United ones on there?
There's one.
Di Maria.
Yeah.
Di Maria was a
I
flop.
think it's alright.
Who's the
Nah,
other
it wasn't
team?
shit.
The other player? What team?
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Midfielder.
Well, midfielder / centre forward / winger.
Dembele.
No, but he is arguably a flop.
Yeah, his Barca transfer was a flop.
He transferred to Barcelona.
Yeah, he transferred to Barca and then went back.
Griezmann.
Yeah.
Griezmann.
Oh,
Griezmann was a flop actually at Barca.
But Griezmann's class
But
now.
he is still a world-class baller,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's-
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
mint.
but that's
He's fucking
when you
mint.
say a flop
I'd
for
consider him a
that.
striker.
Yeah.
I don't know. He plays in midfield for France.
He's number 10, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones. Yeah, you got the rest.
And he's good as well. He's so good.
Yeah, I do like him.
And he plays Football Manager as like Blackburn for like
I'll write
100
that.
seasons or something.
Really right that.
And the have you seen the video of him when they're like in training? He whips in across, he heads it. It's like Harry Kane.
yeah. Harry Kane.
I'm like, I find it mental that actual footballers do that. Like when you're playing football, when you're like, yeah, Gerrard. But then, yeah, some of the best players in the world still do it. Right, that.
Mm.
It's not the same, man. There can't be kids down the field like we used to go. Usually like Rooney, Gerrard. There's no one going Rice or
No, because they go Deckers.
oh god,
That's shocking.
Tony. It's just not the same.
No, there's not a lot of like. It'd be Jude, wouldn't it? They'll all be Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah. He's got.
Or
He's like,
Foden.
Foden, yeah. I reckon.
I
reckon the youth.
yeah, but this
youth love
always
Foden.
it depends where you're from, innit? Because like
Yeah.
the Scousers were all Gerrard, and then like
Now they're going Anthony Gordon.
Trent.
Trent. Anyway, attackers.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go on the strikers.
But
I'm
you
going
only
for
got
this. I'm going for this one because he did. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Lukaku.
Yeah,
Back
at
to
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
He was going to
Yeah.
be
Just because he didn't even fucking. He
Mate, I think
basically
he's
said he
transfer-
didn't want to play for them.
I think
Yeah.
he's transfer flopped about 3 times in his career.
No,
yeah.
he was alright for Everton.
Yeah, but that's
for
so
Everton.
early on.
And,
That was
then
his first transfer.
and then I think
wasn't awful
both
for Man
Chelsea
United.
ones and the United one,
He's
all
only played
3
for
of them.
Chelsea
are
once. No, he played for Chelsea to start with.
So he's played from twice.
Yeah, but that was like where he started his career, and then he came to West Brom on loan.
Yeah,
and then
Everton.
they sold him to
Everton.
Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but I think if you ask most Man United fans, they'd say that Lukaku flopped.
He scored a few goals for him. Though.
Hasn't
in
he
his
got the
like first half
highest-
of season.
No, but I
think.
think like when you think of like a player like Lukaku and you're spending
You want him to be scoring 20 plus.
90 million quid.
north of £75 million on a striker in 2016 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You expect 4 or 5
Mate,
years.
he
of
was
like
in
a
his
top
prime
striker.
at West Brom.
He was an
telling
absolute
you.
He was.
beast
He was
for West Brom.
unreal.
So good.
He's one of the best players on their day. I would
I,
have said.
I,
in
I
that
always
time.
talk about this game, but we played Man United last game of the season.
You
Oh,
5-all with
5-all.
Fuck yeah, now.
Fergie's last game,
Fergie's
wasn't it?
last ever game. And Lukaku gets subbed on in the second half and he scores a hat trick.
We have to start doing beep 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 with that.
Insane.
No, but it's
It is good.
story.
I've never mentioned it on the pod before.
No, you've just told
Yeah,
us
you
off
say
on
it.
every time you
Yeah,
have a beer.
On the best game I've ever seen.
Who have you got, Danny?
There's so many Chelsea ones to go for. So many high-profile Chelsea ones.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Chelsea.
I can name like another 3 Chelsea.
Yeah, there's
ones.
another 3. They're known for striker flops.
Yeah.
Even
Is
just
it the
in
number
like,
9 curse? Is that what they
yeah,
call
so
it?
even just in like the last 4 or 5 years, there's been like 3. Like you mentioned Lukaku already. There's been a few Chelsea striker flops. I think I'm going to go for the most notorious Chelsea striker flop.
There's only one. if
There's
you
only
say the
one,
most
yeah,
notorious.
Yeah.
Fernando Torres.
Yeah, I was gonna. One of them.
What a baller he was at Liverpool,
Mate,
man.
He was possibly the best striker in the world at the time when he moved.
was.
Arguably was, yeah.
Yeah,
and then-
that-
Because
and that
Ronaldo was very much still a winger at that point as
Yeah,
well. Like,
and then he went to Chelsea and just couldn't hit a fucking barn door. And
I don't know what it was, a proper confidence loss thing.
Yeah.
Because like he wouldn't shoot and he'd miss like tap-ins.
Oh, the one
which
where
was
he-
didn't he
ridiculous.
still win them something, didn't he?
I think he might have won the Europa League with Chelsea.
Yeah.
He might have been part of their Champions League when he
I
scored.
think I
was,
do
yeah.
think they won
Yeah, he
stuff
was.
with
He
him.
scored the winning goal, went
the-
round the keeper.
in the semi-final away at Barcelona with Neville.
Mm.
He goes, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
It,
He had his moments, but
yeah.
overall,
The one I remember, though, is when he rounds whoever the goalkeeper was, De Gea at United
Yeah.
at the time. Open goal, puts it wide.
Yeah.
Awful.
I felt sorry for him. a
I
little
did.
bit.
Because he was entertaining to watch, so you kind of wanted him to do
and
well.
I swear he just come across like a nice dude.
Yeah. He's
Like,
fucking jacked now as well.
Yeah,
he's hit the
Obviously
road.
dead.
Yeah.
He would not pass his fucking
Loads of-
test.
No,
these days,
no.
no way.
Do you think it's weird that loads of footballers either go one way or the other? So like
Fat
you either
almost.
go,
Nah, I
I'm
think
just
most of them stay the same.
nah. Mesut Ozil's been on the roids as well, man. He's
huge.
wet.
Is he?
Yeah.
Huge now.
I can't
I
imagine
think
him.
so. They even
huge.
put on
Mate, his eyeballs are going to pop out of his skull if he takes any more fucking steroids.
That's what I mean. I feel like he's got a small head and like fish eyes. I can't imagine that on an absolutely wham body.
He's huge.
Like,
Honestly,
in my head,
scary.
I would love to watch an arm wrestle between Fernando Torres and
and
Mesut
Adam
Ozil.
I
Femwa.
think a bit, Drew.
Yeah. Oh mate, I'm gonna show you a photo after.
I need to
Wow.
see. I
Ozil's
need to
huge.
see. I'm not. Yeah.
Who you got, Jay?
I don't know.
There's a few more Chelsea. I think
Chelsea ones, even as the
there's-
last 5
there's some
years,
Liverpool
there's been a couple
ones.
ones.
As well.
Yeah.
There was a
There's
Liverpool
one big one for
one.
Liverpool.
There's some funny ones as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple. There's 3 for Liverpool as well,
think
actually.
Ma-
Three.
I'm-
Why is my
yeah.
brain so empty?
I-
right
the Liverpool
now?
ones are more
It's
rogue.
actually
You've got
pissing me off.
Yeah.
I think you've got to think recent Chelsea, last 5 years. They've had a couple of high-profile European strikers.
Brain's empty. What the fuck?
One of them is currently playing at the Euros for one of the best teams.
For who? For who, Danny?
Come
I'm
on,
out here.
Jay.
Any more
Fucking
clues?
hell.
What one of the probably the best team at the Euros so far.
They wear red.
Captain for the best team at the Euros so far.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah,
warm.
I'm picking him. That's a good shout. Mariah.
Yeah, he was a flop.
He's got to be one of the...
But
Could you say Havertz was a flop as well?
Yeah,
No, he won them the Champions League final.
Yeah, that justified.
I think one goal you can kind
That
of...
doesn't
You
know.
justify
Yeah,
it.
And as
a
well, they
Champions
made a
League,
decent wedge on him. Another thing
It's
which
made
we,
50 million,
which we
50 odd
kind of
mil on
didn't
it,
discuss, things that go into being a transfer flop, like... is
If
you
you
sell
buy him
on-
for 100 million, you
sell
give
on
them for
price.
free.
Yeah. Because that's what happens, like... Because you could have someone, they play for you for 3 years, they're bang average, if not underperforming. If you lose 20 million on them and you paid 100 mil, that's probably not that bad business, really.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're paying 100 mil for someone, you're going to be paying 300 grand a week for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what, 300 grand a week.
Plus add-ons.
I'm not doing the quick maths, but
It's a
it's
lot.
a lot of fucking
yeah.
money. Like,
Yeah.
It's 1.2 million a month.
Oh, someone's got his GCSE maths.
Who were you thinking of for Liverpool?
Andy Carroll.
There's
Andy
three.
Carroll
So
was the one.
Oh.
Andy Carroll,
Balotelli.
Balotelli,
Benteke
and
as well.
Benteke
Yeah.
were the three, and then the other Chelsea ones you could have had.
fuck, how did it?
You could have had Higuain.
Falcao.
Higuain, Falcao,
Fuck.
Shevchenko.
You could have had Falcao for
Bro.
United as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I don't think Falcao was that bad for United, considering that I was like towards the end of his career and they got him not.
Yeah, but he went to
Outrageous
Chelsea. He went to
expensive.
Chelsea after Man United.
Yeah.
Didn't go on loan as well.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a really
Yeah.
bizarre
But I
one.
can't believe.
Have any other
How
ones
can I
written
not
down?
really think of any of them? That's shocking.
I've got no. I think we've gone for all the ones that I was kind of thinking off the top of my head. I'm sure if you Google it, it'll be some like really rogue ones.
Mm.
I nearly went for Andy Carroll, and then I
Andy
remembered
Carroll's the
Torres.
funniest
So
one.
are you judging this based on
Overall,
best team
no,
or the
collectively
biggest
as a
flops?
team,
the biggest
all
flop.
together, how if I owned a club and I signed all 5 of these players, how much am I flopping?
Yeah,
I think I'm big time flopping over here.
Okay,
I
so-
think
Even with the
I think
help of
I
a
am.
striker.
All right,
Smith-
you kick us off, Smeed.
Yeah, Smith's got the shit team.
My defence and goalkeeper are bad, but I think the rest of them are justified. Onana in goal, then Varane.
Yeah.
I
Again,
don't agree with that.
I don't think-
They're borderline.
I don't
leaning more
I
towards
don't
not.
think Varane's a flop.
I don't. I think Onana, if he does the same next season.
I'll
But saying
tell
that,
you what,
United have
let's
had
win
a
an
lot
FA
of. United have also had quite a lot of clean sheets this season. I don't know how, because defensively, I don't think they've been that good. But somehow they always manage to scrape a 1-0.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say how much Varane was brought for.
I'm going 40 million,
Yeah.
40, yeah.
which for a player like Varane,
40.
yeah, I don't think that's that bad in shirt sales. And as well,
And
he
you're going
has,
to make that money back.
and he
anyway,
has
'cause he's a
been
big
injured.
high-profile player.
He's only 31, you know.
Yeah, but
Is
some,
he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but some people decline
yeah,
earlier than others.
but when
you know what I mean?
he
Like,
was starting for like Real Madrid when he was like
20.
19. Yeah,
20, 21, like
Anyway, I've got them two, then Drinkwater,
that's a
Yeah.
flop.
Mudryk,
Yeah,
and Lukaku.
yeah.
yeah.
to be fair,
Solid
it's terrible.
option.
Lukaku's
yeah.
not even going to want to play for you.
You've literally got a Man United and Chelsea mix.
Right, well, I've got Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal.
You know
Oh,
how to
six-
say his last name.
yeah.
Oh, someone's done GCSE Spanish.
And Mark Cucurella in
Ah!
defence. And then Anthony and Charlie Adam in midfield.
Wow.
And Fernando Torres up top.
Yours is pretty much just a Chelsea flop as well.
Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah,
The spine of my team is Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think
It says a lot about Chelsea.
I-
really.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
I
They've
think-
had some stinkers
I,
over the
I
years.
do think Anthony is the worst transfer
Yeah.
in the history of football.
You
I
think
think-
the biggest?
I think
ever.
I
The
think the
biggest.
worst.
Because the thing is, he
hasn't
didn't
been
even
good.
bring shirt sales. Like,
No.
Nobody knew who he was.
no.
yeah, he's like some fairly young kid.
Hazard and Coutinho, even after
Yeah.
a season or two of them being shit, I'd be like, I want to watch them play
Yeah.
because it's Hazard and
All right,
Coutinho.
slag
like-
my team off more then.
No. I think they're. I haven't heard your team again yet, but
An-
I think you might have the strongest one.
Anthony has everything. It's like the massive price tag.
Price tag.
Price math. I'm still speaking Spanish, that's why.
The math-
Massive price tag. Shit footballer. Everyone hates him.
Yeah, he's got to be one of the
He's-
most dislikable
he-
players in
I
the Prem.
reckon.
Ugly.
Put me at left back. I've got Anthony on
Hasn't he
toast,
got?
mate.
No, I'm thinking of Richarlison. No, does Anthony have his own face on his back as well?
No, that's for
Is it,
Charleston.
I'm unsure if both.
And
of them have it.
no, you're thinking of Steve-O.
No, I don't come get them confused. I knew one of them did. One of the Brazilians. They look a bit similar, don't they?
Easily
Richarlison?
confused.
Yeah.
Easily confused.
Yeah, they're both dickhead Brazilians, aren't they?
I can't stand Richarlison.
That tickled me. That did. That was fucking good.
Go on, Jay. Give us yours.
I've got Steve. No, I've got Karius, and I've got Maguire, Hazard, Coutinho, Morata.
Maguire's the only one that I would disagree
Maguire's
with.
not the only one that I think there's
I think
valid enough argument.
I think. Actually, I'd be interested to see what a United fan would say about Maguire.
Oh, I think that fans of top 6 Premier League clubs are so fucking fickle, though.
Yeah,
Mate,
They
put
could
it
live
this,
in 1 week and then they're
put it this way: before the Euros started, every one of us here wanted Maguire.
Oh,
starting
100%.
I wanted him there.
100%.
I wanted him at the Euros.
But
Yeah.
now, after Mark Gay, I'm kind
I
of
think
like,
Mark Gay's been really good,
Yeah.
to be fair.
That's with
I-
hindsight. Gay's been
I
great.
think he has, but he has had a mistake in him as well.
Yeah, but he's made up for it as well.
He
so-
has.
Yeah, he took the tactical yellow card the other night.
which is a sign of a very good defender. You
But-
make a mistake, you make up for it.
yeah.
But obviously, the tactical yellow card, he let himself get into that position. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
he
That
took
was
the
like
tactical
it was
yellow
a
card,
miscommunication, wasn't it? He said mine, and Stones was right there
Mine?
next to him.
mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Enough.
So, all right.
Who won?
Overall, I do think Jay's team is the biggest price tag out of the combined. I think there's probably the least return on investment. I think you have
400 million quid.
you
or
have
something.
you probably have the most shirt sales. So
Yeah,
that
but
kind
on the pitch,
but on the
return
pitch,
on investment.
I think
yeah.
return on investment, that's probably the biggest flops. And then I think I'm probably picking Danny over Smeed just because I don't think Varane or Onana are valid enough shouts
No,
yet.
I mean either.
All I would say regarding Onana
No one
is
cares.
that they finished the lowest they've ever finished this year, and he was their goalkeeper.
But they've also kept more clean sheets than like teams in the Champions League.
Yeah,
so.
if they've stunk, they've stunk. If they've been fresh on the day, they'd been alright. That really doesn't make
Words
sense.
to live by.
Is that supposed to be if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If your auntie had balls, she'd be your uncle.
I can respect it. I struggled on goalkeepers, to be
It
honest.
is hard.
Yeah.
No, good effort, lads.
Okay.
That means Smee's back in the pants, isn't it?
No,
That's
that's
the
decided.
quiz.
That's decided on the
how it
quiz.
works.
Up the quiz, come on.
Quiz part 2.
Quiz part two.
Part 2. Part 2.
Nah,
Quiz
nah,
time.
Part two quiz time.
All right, let's get into it.
Welcome to the quiz.
So today I've gone really cheap, and I've got a
Ooh,
pack of cards with a load of.
Didn't you read these out the other day?
No, these were all my backup when I've been
Oh, okay.
not be asked to make a quiz.
Honestly, this is pathetic.
but
I mean,
Smeed,
for your own questions.
your quiz is rubbish.
My quiz is that good that people have copied it twice.
Your quiz is that good that
Who's
you've
copied
lost
it?
every quiz, which
just
doesn't
last week.
require.
Oh,
any...
the rhyme quiz.
Yeah.
I won
Oh,
last week.
I'm so good at the rhymes as well, and I missed
I have
it.
a
Oh, mate, you'll have to
feeling
you'll have to watch the
I
episodes.
do have a feeling that Danny's going to run away with
Yeah,
these
I
because these are
think
proper
he is
football
too.
questions.
Oh, come on.
All right.
Alright.
How many we do?
There's 15, but they're all
Okay.
quick fires.
Oh, quick fire.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
keep a tally of your scores.
We need
Yeah, I don't-
buzzers.
buzzers.
pew. Zinger.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo. That's weird.
Oh, I should have said bazinga. Fuck.
Why?
Okay. Question 1. This is by Football Quiz Cards that I got on a Secret Santa about 5 years ago. Bobby Zamora is one of 2 players to have scored a Premier League penalty with both feet. Who is the other?
Oh.
I remember this.
Fucking Zinger. Beckham.
No.
I should have to get.
There might be a few of these which we have to burn because I don't know if anyone's going to know the answers.
with
It could
both
be anybody.
feet.
No, it's a player that's 2-footed.
Bingo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
No.
If we all get it wrong, should we just burn it?
Yeah, well, I will do burns.
Pew Pew Suarez.
Obafemi Martins.
I never
Would
would have
never
never
get
would
it.
have
That's
got
so rogue.
that. No.
Do you not remember that?
No.
No.
Who the
no.
fuck remembers that?
Oh, mate, I don't, I've seen that question before, that's why. I'm not
Well,
gonna-
yeah.
No,
I remember this question, not this Premier League moment. And yeah.
No, but good trivia.
Okay,
That's
good.
good
It
trivia.
is good
It
trivia.
is
It's
good
good trivia.
trivia.
Good trivia.
Question 2. Manchester City, I don't know, fucking Robinho. Manchester City holds the record for the most points in the Premier League season in 17-18 with 100. But who did they overtake to earn the record?
Bingo.
Smeed?
Liverpool.
No.
Manchester United.
No.
Oh.
You get free
Bollocks.
pass. Come on.
Spurs.
Oh my! Spurs have never won the Premier League.
Can I buzz in
No,
again?
no,
Bingo.
I thought there was that season, like who they overtook to win it.
No, who?
Oh, fuck.
What team
Oh, okay,
has the
fuck,
most
fuck,
points?
fuck.
Oh, yeah.
What team previously
Who is
had
it?
the most
Zinger?
points?
Oh, I think it's me buzzed in
Yeah.
first.
Arsenal.
No.
Oh, wait, who haven't we said?
Oh my god!
It's got to be one then.
Zinger.
Go on.
Wait, who?
No, Danny was next to be fair.
Chelsea?
Yeah, it's got to be
Chelsea, yeah.
I said
He
Chelsea.
did say Chelsea.
Yeah, but I'd already buzzed in.
Yeah,
fuck
but you
off.
were waiting
You were
quite long.
Yeah, but I was going to fucking say Chelsea.
No, you can't-
Neither
you-
of us get a point for that.
No.
Because he wasn't buzzed in.
Halvesies.
Neither of them should get a point for that.
No,
Halvesies.
No,
Halvesies.
neither of you
Fuck
get a
off.
No,
point.
fucking, we want him in the pants, man.
Fuck halvesies.
We want him in the
You
pants.
want me in the pants. You don't.
Yeah, you do as well.
There's 2 questions in and no one scored yet. Okay.
We stink.
I picked some. I took out the easy ones because they were too easy.
I got the question mixed up.
In what year did Ryan Giggs win Sports Personality of the Year?
2009.
Yes.
Was it really?
What the fuck? No way is he fucking guessed that.
Fuming.
He's looking.
How is he?
Absolutely
How
fuming.
has he
I'm
won
vexed.
Sports
I'm vexed.
Personality
I'm
of the Year?
vexed.
He's a terrible.
That was
person.
before he'd had an affair.
Yeah, clearly.
Wow.
Imagine if he won it after.
Have you ever seen the Paddy Power advert of his brother?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
loyalty.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
Those
Speaking of
pants.
Paddy Power, you're in the pants, mate.
There they are, mate. They're
It's
your
not
size.
fair. I was on holiday. You threw my holiday.
I can't remember what question we're on.
4.
What is the record for the most assists made in a Premier League season?
Pew pew.
Oh, wait, hang on. Are we on a player or number?
Number, bonus point for the player.
Bingo.
Smeed did it first.
19.
Nope.
I guess.
He's
16.
No. Go on.
This is a hard quiz.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's more than 20.
Well, just say what you think, mate.
I was trying to see the reaction
Just
from anyone.
say what you think.
Well, 19, 17. What do you?
No, he
you
said
said?
16.
I said 16.
I'm going to pick 17.
No.
Fuck.
So Smeed,
It's got- it's
Smeed
got
was
to- it's gotta be
closest.
higher than, yeah.
Smeed was closest, so he
Is
wins a
it?
point for being closest. It was 20.
What?
It was 20.
He gets a point for that.
Pew pew. But he was
I
the
can't
closest.
believe this. This
All right,
is
all right.
fix.
Wrong.
This is a
Okay.
fix.
Who
Bingo.
for a point? Who?
I'd have
Has
said
most-
pew pew.
Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Can I get a point for that?
Yeah,
Nah,
you get a
nah,
point.
fuck
Yeah.
off.
No, he gets a point.
I knew who. I knew because I
Hands.
knew who it was. I just didn't know the number.
Well, yeah. So you get a point,
Yeah.
and you didn't know the number, did you?
I think the pants will fit
Yeah, that's
you
what I said. I
better.
didn't know the number,
okay.
but I knew who had the record
The
for
most
most in a
assists.
season. Yeah.
Okay. Question 5: Who scored the infamous beach ball goal against
Bingo.
Liverpool's Pepe Reina?
Darren Bent.
Yes.
Come on. Enunciating your T there. Bent.
Bent.
No,
He's
I'm
getting stuck in now. He's passionate.
Come on.
Which Brazilian player has won the most Champions League titles?
Bingo.
Sing it.
Casemiro.
No.
Marcelo.
Oh,
Makes sense.
bollocks.
I was up
Yeah.
50-50 between him and Danny Alves, to be fair.
Yeah, that's not a good. That's not a bad shout, but yeah, Marcelo.
Fucking get in!
Okay, this is a hard one, so I don't expect anyone to get it. But it's
Is
good
it Leon?
trivia.
I beg.
Question 7. N'Golo Kante is one of 2 players to have won consecutive Premier League titles with 2 different clubs. Who is the other player? Consecutive. So they'd win 1 year with one club, and then the year after they'd win with another.
Bingo. Danny Drinkwater.
No,
Ah.
it's not a bad shout. But I'll give you a clue.
Zinger.
Go on.
Mahrez.
No. I'll give you a clue. It's someone from the Leicester team, but
Oh,
they,
you give him a clue before he even guess, mate.
he needs the help.
He
just
doesn't.
not-
He's what?
he's-
I'm in the pants
He's
right
not,
now.
he's
I
not
need
going
the
to
help.
get this.
This is the most competitive quiz we've ever
I
had.
was going to say something eggy. You can't buzz in and say that.
Yeah,
You get-
innit?
It's mine go anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You need to be.
Fuck off. You went pew
I'm
pew.
giving you a clue.
Go.
5, 4, 3,
It's Kante.
2. It's not Kante.
Yeah.
So another clue. It's a goalkeeper.
What?
Bingo. Mark Schwarzer.
Yes.
Yes.
He won it. He won it with
Yes.
Chelsea in 14-15, and then Leicester 15-16.
That's bullshit.
We were all thinking that it was someone who won it with
In-
Leicester
yeah.
first
Yeah,
and
Leicester
then went to
second.
Chelsea.
It was quite a hard one. You do kind of need the clues.
That
on
was
that
actually good knowledge. Even
Did
with
he
the
even
clues.
play for Leicester that season?
Yeah,
Did he?
probably.
one. Probably.
Don't know. It's in the fucking question.
Bruce
So he must
He'll
have.
have got a medal.
Who preceded Jose Mourinho of Manchester United manager?
Bingo.
Bingo.
Louis Van Gaal.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Buzzing quicker then.
I said I just copied Danny. He went bingo and I went bingo.
That might be why you're in
Yeah.
the pants.
Fuck it.
Who scored England's only goal in their 2-1 defeat against Uruguay in the 2014 World Cup?
Bingo. Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
How do you remember that?
I don't know. I didn't know that.
That's
I thought that
outrageous.
would be one where people guess.
I thought it'd be like. Well,
That was his own, or it might have been at the time his first goal at a World Cup for England
14.
in 2014.
2014.
Genuinely think it might have been his
He's
first
he's
goal
always
at a World
fought
Cup.
for England
At major tournaments, he's not scored many.
Shit.
I don't know.
that
In
first
Euro,
Euros
he
was
was
really
a
good.
worldie.
Yeah, World
First
Cups
Euro.
though. I think that goal against Uruguay was his
But there
first.
is a reason why he's not top scorer and Harry Kane isn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Up the cane.
Okay. Next question. In 2018, Kylian Mbappe became the second youngest player to score in a World Cup final. Who was the youngest?
Bingo. Pele.
Yeah.
That's cop out, mate.
He's not now. Oh, yeah.
Who is?
Sorry, no, ignore me.
Shut up.
No,
Shut
no.
up.
These are only a few years old, but they're still relatively up to date. In 2018, UEFA Champions League final between Liverpool and Real Madrid, Salah had been substituted due to an injury caused by which
Bingo.
player?
Bingo. Zinga.
I think that's
Sergio Ramos.
I knew you'd know that one. You gotta be quick on the buzzer, lad.
How many questions are
I
there?
said Danny's buzzer
There's-
again. Bingo.
There's 4 left.
Dickhead.
There's 4 left. Remember your buzzers. What's your buzzer, Jay?
Zinger.
Okay,
It's quite close to mine actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bingo.
Bingo.
You've been saying it funny.
In what year did Gary Lineker retire from football?
Zinger.
Bingo.
2000.
No.
1994.
Yes.
What the?
I was well.
It's a lot of these are
that-
educated
That was an
guesses.
educated guess.
I was going to guess on 97.
'Cause I knew.
But you'd have been wrong.
I
Yeah,
knew
would've been.
he played in the World Cup in Italia 90, but he wasn't there for Euro 96, so it was somewhere in between 94.
That is good guessing. 3 left, boys, and then we're done. The all-time Premier League scorer, Alan Shearer, has scored how many goals?
Zing.
Bingo.
263?
Zinger. 256.
No,
268.
no.
Oh.
Are we going to go closest,
Yeah,
or do you want another
Yeah.
go?
We'll go closest.
Then you won, Smeed. It's 260 on the dot.
Oh,
I said 25. Oh, shit.
It's further away, mate.
oh, Jay's in the pants.
Says, mate, you fell off
Literally,
big
you
time.
need to get the next 2 right.
I can only do rhymes,
Don't worry.
boys.
There's only 2 left.
Rhymes.
And
Oh, you can tie with him at least.
Okay,
I'll
I-
take the pants with pride now. I've refused to buzz.
No, we've got another 2 quizzes after
Refused to
this.
fucking buzz.
I can already see you in the pants after this question. Can you name all of the Premier League clubs Adebayor played for?
Bingo.
Zing.
Go on.
Spurs,
Yeah,
Man City,
yeah,
Arsenal.
yeah. One more.
Weren't there?
This last one's a bit of a curveball, to be fair.
Sunderland.
No. Who
Oh,
buzzed in next?
I did. So he said the 3.
You need to guess the last one.
Fuck.
You might as well just guess Premier League clubs. You both get a guess.
You've got
Otherwise,
one
it gets
guess.
burned.
I think I know.
I think I know, but I don't know
didn't,
if I know.
I didn't know.
I've got one more in my mind that I think it
I've got
potentially could have been. I'm not gonna.
a Premier League club, Danny.
It's not going to be fucking it. I don't
could
Come on,
be-
Danny.
Could-
3,
it could be anybody.
2, 1.
Sheffield United.
No.
Is it Fulham?
No.
I was in QPR.
No, it's Palace.
Oh,
When
no,
did that happen?
I don't know.
I actually do kind of remember that now.
I don't. Last question, boys.
Shit.
Do I get the most points
I've
for
give up.
just getting that one? 3 of them right.
No.
Yeah, it gives me the point.
There's still.
What'd you get? Nah, fuck.
No, you can have
No,
half a point.
Nah, fuck.
Yeah, you still got. We got one question left.
Quadruple
half a
points.
This is for 10 points. That's not-
Nice. If you do it for 5, I can only beat Smeed and not Danny.
This is for 5 points.
No, what? No, that's not that.
Come on.
No, don't, Smeed. He's not going to get it.
Am I?
Which popular English band were named after a football team? You'll kick yourself when you hear the answer. Which popular English band were named after a football team? They're not playing it.
I was looking at the flag.
There's no flag here.
Is it an English football team?
No.
Bingo. Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's not really 5 points.
But it
1,
doesn't
2,
matter.
3, 4, 5.
Danny wins the quiz.
Yeah, shocker.
Smeed second, Jay third.
That was a hard one.
That
to
was
be fair.
that was hard.
I picked some of them were like, what's Rooney's first name and shit like that. I was like, Wayun.
Colleen.
Clean. So updated leaderboard here. That
I
looks
might
like
hang
Jay's
myself with
still
the
in the
pants.
pants. He's got a few weeks
Jay's
to
in the
overtake
pants, in the
Smeed.
pants.
Yeah,
Jay's
but
in
I've
the
still got to do a
pants.
fucking episode as well.
You've got to do an episode. Cam's got to do an episode while I'm away next week.
So I think it should be Cam's next because you've taken.
Yeah,
his
I'll take
turn.
it. Yeah.
So I think Cam next, and then it's you.
Or on the last
which
day.
means I can't get any points on the last day, so it's decided the day before.
Not yeah. So basically, you've got to
Unless-
beat him on
Final
Cam's quiz.
Unless, right,
I think Jay does the next one.
what we're going to do, we'll ask fucking AI to make a football quiz.
No, I've tried it before. The questions are dead.
Yeah, they're wrong
too
as well. They're
they're
wrong.
too-
I
they're too
tried it as
easy.
well when it was my turn last time and they were wrong. But
Well, you've got to beat Smeed on Cam's quiz, and then hope he gets fuck all on your quiz.
not happening, is it?
Well,
what a comeback from Smeed.
I
on the
know,
quiz
fair
league.
Do
play.
I have to wear the pants with
yeah. And drink a Gonster.
Yeah, that's
the Gonster's the easy part?
pants.
You've
Is
got to
it-
wear
is it-
them in the pub.
yeah.
With
Over the top of trousers.
oh.
Nah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you've changed your tunes since
Yeah.
you're out of pants.
Yeah, but you're buying the crate of beer for whoever wins the.
You're
So I don't know where this
I
is
hope
going
Cam
from,
doesn't win the fucking.
No, if Cam wins, he's not getting it.
No.
No.
Well, there's only a
Do you
few
wanna know
weeks
what's
left, so
funny?
no one's joining that
I
league.
stink at the quiz and I'm dead last on the fantasy.
No, you're not, mate. I'm dead last.
Yes!
Yeah,
No.
I'm rock bottom, mate.
I swear you're better than me.
No, I'm rock bottom.
You're 8th.
I'm out.
I'm like 20th.
I'm 27th out of 27.
Oh, I'm 26th then.
Yeah, you are.
All that quiz knowledge doesn't fucking help when a crate of beer's on the line, does it?
That's a pod, boys.
That's
Well,
right.
thanks
Thank you very
thanks
much.
for tuning in.
Nice one.
And we'll
In a
see you
bit.
next week.
Ta-ra.